This past Saturday, the Long Beach community came out to First Congressional Church in the port city of Long Beach for a forum entitled End Wage War Theft, to find ways to put an end to unfair wages. The participants saw first-hand accounts as individuals went to the front of the room to talk about the unfair treatment of their employers. Joanna Concepcion of the Filipino Migrant Center discusses wage theft.
Is occurring when employers choose intentionally, right? They know that they are not paying their workers the right amount of wages for all the hours that they work, and there are laws in place right now to protect workers when they're entitled to meal and rest breaks, they're entitled to overtime pay, they're entitled to all these different protections that historically workers have fought for, right? But now a lot of employees, big companies as well as small business owners are clearly violating these labor laws.
Concepcion goes on to discuss how an employee can improve their situation.
Can do to improve their situation is to, first and foremost, to learn about their rights. There are a lot of workers who are misinformed, especially those, from our Filipino community who are undocumented. They believe that they do not have the same rights as regular workers who are citizens who have permanent residency here in this country, but they do. So education is the first step to fighting against this issue of wage theft. As a community, we have a lot. We play a significant role in supporting our workers because we have to see that this issue of wage theft is not only a workers' issue, it's not only an immigrant's issue, it's everyone's issue, and it affects families because workers are fighting every day to sustain themselves and their children. And so one thing we can do is to support them when they do go and speak and share their story. Let's be there with them, or when they do stand in front of elected officials to demand justice and better working conditions and pay, or to confront their employers, we stand next to them and say that we support these workers.
Former domestic worker and current worker organizer Chirito Ramos discusses her experience as a domestic worker and what can be done to assist people experiencing wage theft.
Tell them that those people who are experiencing this kind of problem, so they have to go out, they have to show up to fight for their rights, to fight what everything was loose from them, so they have to show up and fight for it.
Why do you think this problem is happening? Is it that you don't think that they have the funds to pay, or?
Oh yeah. The agency, most of the agency promised them to pay, for example, $110 a day. But then, since that most of them are undocumented, they just pay them $80 a day. So the agency, aside from that cut that they cut from the caregiver, they already have their what do you call that? They already have their share. The agency already have their share, and then they're gonna cut it again for the wages of the caregiver. So yeah.
As a community, what can we do to assist and make the situation better?
I think we have to fight for it. And then I think we have to talk with some of these people who are experiencing this wage theft to show up, to stand up. So those agencies, those people who are cutting their salary will be, what do you call that? Will stop. They will stop that cutting of salary from, especially for the caregiver, especially for the undocumented people.
It is important as a community that we stand up for our rights and assist those that are suffering from unfair wages. As a community, one has the right to stand up and talk to our government about unfair wages and get them to do something about it. Currently, in Long Beach, an ordinance is in the works for proper wages for employees. However, this has been sitting unapproved for some time. For now, as a community and as individuals, it is important to speak up for unfair wages and to make sure to shed light on this matter. From Long Beach, this is Paul Stewart reporting for FilAmTV Community News.